From Milwaukee, Wisconsin, it's two of the biggest rivals in the National League, the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers here at Miller Park in Wisconsin. It's going to be a good one indeed. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. In this one, I'm Josh Wright doing the play-by-play, as always. And we got another edition of the MLB The Show 20 simulation game live streams. Make sure to leave a like on this live stream video and subscribe if you're new here. We hit 250 subscribers today. I am very thankful for that. Thank you guys for 250 subscribers, halfway to 500. That's insane. Well, halfway to 300, and then we're also technically we are halfway to 500 too, because 500 minus 250 is 250. But anyway, we got the Cubs and the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. There's tonight. Just wait for some people to show up. Maybe we'll get some of Mr. Breezy's people from his stream over here. As for now, I'm going to start it real quick. Brewers Cubs broadcast. Quick counts off. Innings 9. We'll make it in September. No, we'll make it in April. We'll make it 4 p.m. Clear skies, retractable roof. We'll make it closed. I don't know. That just sounds interesting to me. And we're all set to go. Hello, Ethan. Got another MLB The Show 20 simulation game of the week. Chicago Cubs and Milwaukee Brewers at Miller Park in Wisconsin. Yu Darvish recently just went over to San Diego. He's on the mound for the Cubs. As for the Brewers, they go for Brandon Woodruff. And this one. All right, beautiful Miller Park. Yes, Miller Park is a wonderful ballpark. The problem with Miller Lite is that, not Miller Lite, Miller Park is that the lighting is not very good. So Brandon Woodruff on the mound today. And so we'll take a look at the starting lineup here in this one for the visiting Chicago Cubs. Chris Bryant leads off at third for some reason. Anthony Rizzo bats second at first. Baez bats third at short. Schwarber hitting cleanup. Then Contreras and behind the plate. Hayward in right, Happ in center. Kipnis in second. And then Darvish pitching, batting ninth. Defense here for the Brewers. Cannon's in center, Yelich in right, Braun in left. Third base we got Stilgard, shortstop Arcia. First base we got Smoke, second base Hiura, and Woodruff on the mound with Navarez behind the plate. So here we go, Chris Bryant starting things off here for the visiting Chicago Cubs. First pitch is going to be taken for a strike. You been to Miller Park before? That's nice. I have not been to Miller Park. The only ballpark I've been to is Busch Stadium, but I have, from games I've seen at Miller Park, the lighting is not very good, especially mainly during like night games and when the roof is closed. The lighting is just terrible at Miller Park. That is in the left center field. Lorenzo Cain is going to come after it, and that is going to be the first down of the ball game. We just took a look. We just took a look at the starting lineup for the Cubs. We don't need to do it again. Yeah, the lighting's trash. I went to a night game before. It sucks. Here's Anthony Rizzo, 1 for 6 against Brandon Woodruff. Probably before the 2020 season started. Anthony Rizzo started out as a Padre, was traded to the Cubs in 2012. And he's been a Cubs favorite ever since. Been a fan favorite in Chicago. 1-2 on the way, and that is taken for ball 2. Fouls off a 96 fastball. Here's a 2-2 to Rizzo. That is hit foul again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rizzo hitting 293. Or he hit 293 in 2019. On deck, Javi Baez, he's facing a full count. He is really keeping the at-bat alive. 8 pitches up to this point thrown by Woodruff. 9 pitches now. That was the number 9 from Woodruff. And Rizzo might win the at-bat. He hits one to center. Kane is looking up in the deepest part of the ballpark, and that is going to be the second out. So it looks like Woodruff does win the at-bat after all. So now here's Baez, the cover athlete of this year's game. Well, or last year's game. I don't know. Last year, anyway, hitting 281, 29 homers, 85 RBIs in 2019. There's a big swing and a miss to count 1. Taken for a ball again. Whenever the Cubs play it seems like whenever the Cubs play the Brewers, the Reds, or the Cardinals mainly, especially the Brewers than the Cardinals, a lot of Cubs fans seem to always, there are more Cubs fans that come here to Miller Park than Brewer fans do. It's in the right field. Yelich will make the catch. That is out number 3. Kind of different when the Packers and Bears come to town. Or when the Bears are in town. You gotta go see Ethan. Hugh Darvish on the mound, 31 starts, he's 6-8, 3.98 ERA, 178.2 innings pitched, 140 hits, 1.10 whip, 56 walks, and 229 strikeouts. Oh, Sheen Geeks, how about them Padres? Yes, how about them Padres? As we take a look at the lineup here for the hometown Brewers, Sogard leads off at third. Lorenzo Cain bats second and center. Yelich bats third and right. Hiura hitting cleanup at second. Braun bats fifth and left. Smoke bats 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at first. Navarro's behind the plate. Arcia and then Woodruff. So here's Sogard starting off hitting 290. I believe he was a free agent signing for the Brewers. Seems like somebody that the Brewers would go after. Oh, look out. Almost got hit. LOL, we fleeced your Cubs. I'm not a Cubs fan. You can fleece the Cubs. I'm fine if you fleece Chicago. But yeah, we were talking earlier. It seems like a lot more Cubs fans come to Milwaukee than Brewer fans do. Always a large amount of Cubs fans whenever these two teams play. Too bad it's not the other way around whenever these two teams play in Chicago. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lorenzo Cain on deck. And now a full count to Sogard. He'll foul it off a 86 cutter. It'll be Lorenzo Cain on deck. That is in the right field. Hayward is going to, and this ball is going to get down. Sogard will head to second, and the Brewers have the first hit of this game. They double down the right field line. Well, not really down the right field line, but in the right field. You get what I mean. For Eric Sogard. And the Brewers once again have the first hit of the game. And now Lorenzo Cain comes in. Makes a lot of great Gold Glove plays in center field. Doesn't exactly hit for a lot of power. Of course, been a long time with the Royals. Him and Mike Moustakas came over to the Brewers in around 2018, I believe. And he's been a decent part to the Brewers outfield. 3-1. Yelich on deck. And Cain's going to take a nasty swing. That is outside the strike zone, 3-2. And Cain didn't like that call. The umpire calls it strike 3. First strikeout of the day for you, Darvish. And of course, that's the first Brewers out. Brewers will trade Yelich in a couple of years, probably. Then go into rebuild, yeah. Yelich hits one to second. Kipnis can't field it. Throw to first is not going to be in time. Sogard over to third is Sogard. And the Brewers have runners at the corners with one man gone. And now here's Keston Hiura. That's in the right field. Hayward's going to come after, and the ball's going to drop. A run will score. Sogard scores easily from third, and it is 1-0 Brewers. On the single by the little second baseman, Keston Hiura, who had a great 2020. Had 13 homers, 32 RBIs, and had a .212 average. And now here's Ryan Braun. Ryan Braun, he's been in the game now for a long time. He's been around since 2007. Ended up winning Rookie of the Year in 2007. He hits one to right field. Hayward is there to make the catch. Runner tags up from third. And they're going to be throw to the plate is not in time, and it is 2-0 Milwaukee. As I said before, Ryan Braun's been around since 2007. Was called up when he was just 23 years old. Had a great rookie season. 2011, a lot of people say he stole that MVP from Dodgers outfielder Matt Kemp. Has a good friendship with Green Bay Packers quarterback Aaron Rodgers, and ended up taking some steroids and was suspended for some of the 2012 season. I believe that was 2012 he got suspended. Or was it 2013 he got suspended? I don't know. No, it was probably 2013 because he played in 154 games in 2012. I'm guessing 2013 he got suspended. I don't know, but man is 37 years old, and he is still playing left field for the Milwaukee Brewers. That is crazy. When Smoke strikes out to end the first, and we will head into the second. Brewers score 2 runs. 2-0 Brewers here in inning number 2. Kyle Schwarber comes in. Just ended up getting non-tendered by the Cubs, and so he will most likely will not be a Cub in 2021. Where will he go? I think he will probably end up in Anaheim. I could really see him going to the Angels, but at the same time, I'm not sure. Who knows? Maybe he could go cross town to the White Sox. But the thing is, they already have a left fielder, Eloy Jimenez. Or, maybe they could put him as a DH. They could make him a DH, maybe. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Another full count coming from Woodruff. He has thrown now over 25 pitches. That's the pitch count, 26. It's 27 now as Kyle Schwarber has the free pass to first. And so here comes Wilson Contreras. I've always spelled Contreras' name with one L. The game spells his name with two L's. I always spelt Wilson Contreras like Wilson, like the glove. Like the glove with W-I-L-S-O-N. Apparently he spells his W-I-double-L-S-O-N. Here's a 1-2 to Contreras. 2 balls and 2 strikes. His backup catcher, Victor Caratini, was him and Yu Darvish both ended up going to the Padres. Woodruff has not had a strikeout yet, and he is close, or he's at over 30 pitches in the pitch count. That's in the right field. Yelich is there to make the catch. That's out number 1. And now here comes Jason Hayward. Little brother Jacob Hayward, playing in the minor leagues. A video of him on social media about him getting into a fight or arguing with an umpire. His brother was in Miami, was drafted by the Giants. He's been there since 2016. Runners going, throw down from second, and Schwarber is safe with a stolen base. As for Jason Hayward, he spent the majority of his career with the Braves, played 1 year with the Cardinals in 2015, and then he's been with the Cubs since 2016. And since then, he's had one All-Star his rookie year in 2010. That's in the left field catch made by Braun. Schwarber staying put at second. And then Hayward has also won 5 Gold Gloves. 2 at the Braves, 1 in his only season in St. Louis in 2015, and then 2 in 2016 and 17 with the Cubs. So Ian Happ comes in now, hitting 7th in the Cubs lineup, followed by the number 8 hitter Jason Kipnis. Two balls, 1 strike. And the Brewers, they've got a 2 things off. For those of you just tuning in, it's the bottom of the 2nd inning here at Miller Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Home of the, where the famous Jeffrey Dahmer case murders happened in the late 80s, early 90s. Home of your Milwaukee Bucks and your Milwaukee Brewers. And then in Green Bay, we got the Packers, too. Yeah. The only thing and then the Wisconsin Badgers. Yep. The only thing Wisconsin is missing is a hockey team. I think Wisconsin would be a great spot for an NHL team, if you think about it. Hockey's a cold sport. Wisconsin is known for its for the cold. They could have a great rivalry with the Blackhawks. I mean, that may not, that could be a good idea. Hashtag Wisconsin NHL team, make it happen. We can make that happen somehow, some way. We'll find a way. And so Yu Darvish walks Arcia to first. That is. So Navarez is at second and Arcia at first with the pitcher Brandon Woodruff coming in. He'll lay down a bunt. Bryant comes after it and he'll make the play for, or make the catch for 1 out. And the runners stay put. Who cares about the Cubs defense? So Eric Sogard comes in 1 for 1 with the double and scored. First pitch jammed, foul. The count is no balls and 1 strike. This is the 33rd pitch of the of the game coming from Darvish. So this isn't, I don't think this is a thing a lot of people know. So when Darvish came over here, there's a little pop-up, jammed it, infield fly rule, catch made by Rizzo. 4 out, number 2. But anyway, as I was saying, when Yu Darvish came over here, so I think this is how they do it with a lot of Japanese and Korean players. So I think what happens is that the MLB has a bid for these players. Like I think a lot of owners can bid on these players, and whoever has the highest ends up getting the player. And apparently, when, I don't know if this happened when Ichiro went to the Mariners, but when Yu Darvish was signed with the Rangers, that's what happened. When Yu Darvish came over to start out with the Texas Rangers. Rangers were the highest bidder, and they end up getting Darvish. Since then, I mean, started out as a great pitcher in Texas. Had a decent season with the Dodgers, and then he's been okay since he's been with the Cubs. I think he's been okay anyways. Not great, not bad. Kane strikes out in the second, and we have played 2 full. It is the Brewers 2 and the Cubs 0. Kipnis, throw down to first, 1 down. So 1 away here in the third, and here's Yu Darvish hitting .089, 3 RBIs for him on the year. First pitch is taken for a ball.
I do think Michigan might be a bit better than Wisconsin. I just don't know. Wisconsin, they were not really that good. Like, in 2017 they were not. They were an 8 seed, but somehow beat Villanova. Miami will have 1 shot, and they will have possession. Alright, so I'm only going to be streaming the second half, or the first half. So 2 minutes and 22 seconds to go for the first half. We're on drives, and we'll be taking the 1 free throw that Miami has.
Here's a 3-0 from Darvish.
I've not really been on that show. I might not be able to watch it because it's going and drives will miss a free throw, of course.
Here's a 3-1 to Darvish. 1 out in the third. Tip foul, 3-2. Got him. And that is the first strikeout of the day for Woodruff. So Chris Bryant comes in for the second attempt. Bryant ended up flying out to center field in his first at bat. That is strike 2, 95 fastball. Misses outside, ball 1. 2-2. Down the line, foul. Low in the dirt, 3-2. Anthony Rizzo coming up once again. Where did all of our viewers go? Brian strikes out, and that will be the second K of the day for Woodruff. It'll be Yelich, Yara, and Braun coming up in the bottom half of the third. Milwaukee leads things 2-0. Excuse me 1 minute. I'm going to be right back. Back here in Miller Park here in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It is the score is Brewers 2, Cubs 0. Cubs have deep infield's got the shift on Christian Yelich. Well, it's a bad mistake. Hits one to left field, and nobody's going to get there. Yelich heads to second easy. And it is that is the fourth hit of the day or the fifth hit of the day for the Brewers. And so Keston here comes in with a 1-for-1 with an RBI single. And first pitch is fouls it off. Hit the second, Kipnis. Throw to first in time. Meanwhile, Christian Yelich is now 90 feet away from home and could be the potential third run of the day for the Brewers. Owen won the count to Ryan Braun, who hit a sac fly in his last at bat. He could have another sac fly in this at bat if he wanted to. That's in the right field. Looks like he will have another sac fly. Here comes Yelich in to score, and it is a 3-0 Brewers game now.
No good actually. Lopez gets it. Turns it over. But Giannis gets it. Holiday. He didn't shoot the three.
Justin Smoke 0-for-1 with a strikeout. 2 balls and 1 strike.
All they need is scoring. Giannis only has 6 points, but Bam has 10.
Counts 2-2.
Like this team, and beat Milwaukee in 5 games. But yeah, guys, I want to say thank you for coming out to the stream on my camera right now because I need to go somewhere. And
Darvish looking for strikeout number 4.
right now I have to go, so this is the only time I will do this. But yeah, guys, see. Oh, what's up, Ethan? Favorite time? Sorry. We're not about to end.
There's 4 strikeouts of the day for you, Darvish.
I have to go soon. So yeah, Ethan, I appreciate
We are going into the top half of the 4th. 3-0 Milwaukee. That's it, foul. The count 0-1. Rizzo 1 for 7 again, lifetime against Woodruff. He's 0 for 1 today against Woodruff with the fly out to deep center. That is set foul again, the count 0-2. Miller Park, I believe, opened back in 2002, if I'm correct. Looking this up, when did this ballpark open? I think 2002. I think 2002, I'm not sure. 2001, okay. I was close. What's up, Braves Films? Rizzo hits one to deep right center field. Kane is on the run, and he'll make the catch. Not really exactly deep right center, but it was in the gap in right center. The Gators are sucking. You know who else is sucking right now? The Chicago Cubs. What's the score right now with them? Oh wow, 17-0 Oklahoma leads with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. It's just the first quarter, anything can happen. Anything can happen in a sports game. You know what my biggest pet peeve is with sports games? Like whenever I'm at a sporting event, and like, okay, so when I managed football, my parents would always be like, a lot of family would be like, what time is the game gonna end, or what time are you gonna be home? I don't really know because, well, I have no idea when a sports game's gonna end. There's not a specific time the game's gonna end. But the games usually got ended around like 9 or 10. They usually ended around 9, and then we didn't get home till like 11 because, yeah, it depends. And then Illinois, and because I live in Illinois and Springfield's like 2 hours away from me, usually that's how long it takes for me to get home. So it's basically a 2 hour, like an hour 45 minutes to wherever we're playing, and then we're there for like maybe 4 hours because we're setting the field up, we're warming up, teams doing stretches, we're doing all that stuff, and then we play the game, halftime, come back, play the second half, beat whoever we're playing, put everything back in a little trailer where we keep everything, go home and unload, and yeah, that's it, and then go home again. But yeah, you can never tell whenever a sporting event's going to end. It's always when does the game start. It's not when it ends. Alright, runners at first and second for the Cubs. Oh wow, they both got on a couple base hits now for the Cubs. Here's a 1-2 to Contreras. Got him. That is strikeout number 3. Yep, number 3 for Contreras, and now Jason Hayward. I almost called him Jacob Hayward. I apologize. Jacob Hayward plays in the minor leagues for the Giants. Jason is up here in the major leagues with the Cubs. 5-time Gold Glove Award winner, 0 for 1. 0 for 1 with the fly out to left fielder Ryan Braun. 3-0 count with Ian Happ on deck. That is jammed. And that will go in the Cubs dugout. 81 pitches has been thrown now by Brandon Woodruff. He may not last this game. He probably will get taken out after. He'll probably get taken out pretty shortly. I'd say he'll last probably. This may be his last inning. If not, he'll probably he'll probably get taken out somewhere in the 5th inning. Hayward jams it to center. Catch is made by Kane. And the top half of the 4th comes to an end. Navarez, Arcia, Woodruff. 7-8-9 due up for the Brewers when we come back. Milwaukee leads 3-0 here as we go to the bottom half of the 4th. We'll send it down to a speaking Heidi Watney. Heidi? Heidi, she's not saying anything. I love how she thinks she's saying something, but she's not really saying something. All right, thank you, Heidi. And coming up now is Omar Navarez, 1 for 1 with a single to I don't know where he got the single from. 2 likes and 1 dislike on the stream so far. The dislike's probably from a Cubs fan that's losing. That is in the center field. Catch made by Happ, and that is the first out of the game. Or the first out of the 4th. Yep.
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
How are you?
Doing all right.
Good.
Thanks. Thank you.
How are you?
Love you too.
I'm going to lay down for a little bit.
Okay.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too. Here's the 0-2 to Arcia. That was my dad gave me some breath mints. Or well, they're not breath mints, but they're mints. I wonder. He's probably saying my breath stinks or something. I don't know. That is strikeout number 5, I believe, for you, Darvish. Yep, 5. 5 of the day for Darvish.
Hello there, everybody. This is Nathan Sports here. Today I will be coming out with the regular season results of the subscriber franchise. Took my last video out. Link in the description of the main video about. So these are all the people who entered. Everybody has their own team. These are lost of you. Just go ahead and do this. I just updated this a few days ago. So you got every person.
Pop up. And Kipnis will make the catch. For out number 3, we played 4 full. Brewers 3, Cubs 0.
Next Wednesday, I will be simulating the playoffs. So I have not played any games. They're all simulated. So let's see who wins the person who wins the whole thing will get a shot. So I know I'm filming my TV, but if you can see,
Your attention, please. Now 54 number 56.
Ian Happ comes in to lead things off here in the top half of the 5th. Happ 0 for 1 here in the game. Ball 1. Ball 1. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ian Happ now. Aaron Wilkerson comes in. Hey, I was right. That was Brandon Woodruff wouldn't last the fifth. That was his last inning. I called it. Woodruff is no longer in the game. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize the Brewers brought in a reliever. Here's a 3-2. Three-two to Happ. Again. In the left field, Brewers use the shift again, and the ball is going to drop in front of Braun, and Happ will have a leadoff double here in the 5th inning. Hello, Squad Forever. Hello. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. It is the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers. The score is 3-0 Brewers in the 5th inning, as you can see there at the little bottom right-hand corner. Here's a 2-1 to Jason Kipnis. Got him, strike 3.
Up next to the Cubs, the pitcher,
Sorry, I'm watching another video. Multitasking. Calling a game and watching another video. Here's the 0-2 to Yu Darvish.
Let's see the top team. We're going to go to the playoffs and see where the playoffs are. And this is the playoff brackets. So, the 2-seed New England Patriots, who is Canadian comeback player of the year, will take it with 17 Denver.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Yu Darvish. One ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. Three and two. And he walked him. So Chris Bryant comes in 0 for 2. He'll get his 3rd attempt here at the plate, and Cubs got 2 runners on base with 1 out, top of the 5th. Double play could end the top half.
Sports Kid here. Today I will be coming out with the regular season results of the subscriber franchise. Go check my last video out.
Now that we're at 250 subscribers, on the road to 500, if we can hit 500 by the end of New Year, next year, 2021, December 31st of 2021, that would be pretty good. If I don't get to 500 subs though, I've been thinking about quitting YouTube for a little bit. Popped up, jammed it, Sogard comes in and makes the play. The guy, the Cubs fan that's standing up behind home plate, sit down. Yeah, sit down. First pitch, ball one. Next game will be in Philadelphia, the Braves and the Phillies. Another National League matchup on Saturday, same time, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time. That's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Or no, that's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, excuse me. That is 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And I believe 5 p.m. if you're on the California coast. If you can make it to the Saturday stream, that'll be the last stream, or the first stream of 2020, I guess I should say. I don't know, when's the first day? When's January 1st this year? January 1st is on a Friday, so yeah, that will be the first live stream of 2020. This might be the last one, because for New Year's Eve, plan on spending it with my dad. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Because I sure don't. Who knows? Who cares? Here's a 1-1 to Sogard. Got him. That is 6 strikeouts now for you, Darvish.
The center fielder, number 6, Braun.
Yep, that ball went out. Ball, inside.
2 balls and no strikes to Lorenzo Cain, who is 0 for 2. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Two pitch. Ground ball. Baez flips it to first. And that is going to be out, number 2.
Up next from Milwaukee, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Nope, that's the ball. Count 1-0.
1 ball and no strikes to Christian Yelich, who's 2 for 2, had a single and a double. A single in the first and a double in the third. And Yelich homers with 2 out here in the 5th. And is going. Christian Yelich homers for the Brewers. Solo homer. And the Brewers go up 4-0 against Yu Darvish. Christian Yelich could possibly hit for the triple, or could hit the cycle. Needs a triple, and he'll hit the cycle. So after the two-out solo homer from Yelich, it's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, second baseman Herrera, with getting his start at bat today. He is 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a ground out. Two balls and one strike. Cubs need to do something. They are down 4-0 now. Christian Yelich with the solo homer to right center. The score is now 4-0 Brewers. Aaron Wilkerson will remain on the mound. He'll face Javier Baez. Baez is 1 for 2. It'll be Baez, Schwarber, and Contreras. And the Cubs half of the sixth. That's going to be a base hit in the right center field. And Baez is on base once again. That is the fourth hit of the day for Chicago. And Schwarber hits one to right field. Looking up is Yelich, and it is gone. Did that hit the third deck? Looks like from here it hit the third deck. Well, Schwarber puts the Cubs on the board, and the lead, or in the score, is cut in half to 4-2. Big home run by Kyle Schwarber. Wonder where that landed. That looked like that. Nope, that was the second deck. We thought that was a third deck, a triple deck home run. But nope, not really. How deep was it? We want to see how deep it was. 400 feet, right? 400 feet, wow. It's crazy. Well, the Cubs are on the board now. It's now 4-2 in the sixth. I could feel the breeze from up here in the booth too. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to Wilson Contreras, who apparently spells his name now with 2 L's. I always spelled his name like Wilson like the glove. Wilson, not like, because I always thought that was the proper way to spell Wilson. Or that's what I always thought of. Three and 2 count again. The Cubs have had, Wilkerson has had 1 walk. Cubs have had 2 walks in this game, one from Woodruff, the other from Wilkerson. Weak grounder to short. And that is out number 1, I think. Yep, that's the first out. So here's Jason Hayward. We saw Ethan the Sports Kid's 300 subscribers special. He did something on Madden simulation thing. We plan on doing that for MLB The Show. Whoever wants to see that, just let us know. Just let us know what team you want to be. I will not be controlling a thing, which means I will not be the St. Louis Cardinals. Whoever wants to be the Cardinals can be the Cardinals. Not me. I will not be the Cardinals. You can even do your favorite teams, or you could even do a team that nobody thinks about doing.
I got the count. Oh, and
No balls and 2 strikes. David Phelps and Brent Sutter.
Ladies and
Well,
gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for
brand new reliever for the Cubs here in the 6th. The count is, their score is now 4-2. Brewers leading on top here. Ryan Braun will lead it off. Hits a ground ball that's short, right to Baez for the first out, and now here's Justin Smoke. Jeremy Jeffers and Ryan Tepera warming up in the Cubs dugout. Hello, Wyatt. If you're just tuning in, it's the bottom of the 6th inning here in Milwaukee. The score is 4-2. Brewers leading the Cubs. 2 big homers from both sides. Brewers had a homer from Yelich, while the Cubs had a homer from Kyle Schwarber.
now batting, catcher, Omar Narvaez.
How you doing, Wyatt? How about them Phillies? That's where we'll be for the next simulation game. It'll be the Phillies will be taking on the Atlanta Braves. That was requested by Braves Films, who, if you didn't watch our MLB The Show player, it was a YouTube postseason tournament. Braves Films ended up winning. Drop third strike. Contreras will throw it a first in time. Hopefully we win. That will be a good game. Craig Counsell's going to have some changes for us. Alex Claudio comes in. Hopefully there'll be a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Offense. Oh, Greg Garcia pinched it. Oh, I didn't see that. Really? Oh, that was Aviso Garcia. Excuse me. Seriously, I didn't see that. Really?
Batting in the 7th, number
Damn it.
58.
Excuse my language. My internet was not working. Oh, it stinks.
Batting 9, number 9.
Top of the 7th inning now. Jason Kipnis will come in. Kipnis fouls it off 0-2. I don't care if you cuss. I mean, nobody else is watching this.
Up next to the Cubs, the pitcher, Trevor McGill. Your attention please.
Victor Caratini, just traded to San Diego, will come in.
Victor Caratini.
To pinch hit. So we will see a brand new base on the mound for the Chicago Cubs in the bottom of the 7th. We could do the whatchamacallit, the 7th inning stretch, but if this was in Chicago, but it's not. That is not a Brewers tradition. It is just a Cubs tradition, but this isn't Milwaukee, or this isn't Chicago. We can't do that right now in Milwaukee. We've been live for an hour. Caratini takes a look at a sinker that misses low for ball number 2. Scores 4-2 Milwaukee. If you're just tuning in, Chris Bryant's on deck, followed by Anthony Rizzo. Cubs are now in a rebuilding phase. That NL Central team is going to be a little bit weaker. Caratini walks, and here comes Bryant, 0 for 3. Flew out, popped up, and struck out. Hopefully next year they don't make Chris Bryant a leadoff hitter. Here's a 1-1. That is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Watching a snap story, a guy was lifting 405 pounds for 3 back rows. That's insane. I cannot lift 400 pounds. I can't even lift 100 pounds.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Two outs now here in the 7th. Rizzo facing an 0-1 count. Caratini at first. Claudio now on the mound for Milwaukee. Claudio originally was with the Angels and then came over to he was with the Rangers and then came over to the Brewers in 2019. Rizzo strikes out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 4-2. Brewers on top. Ryan Tepera comes up will come in to relieve here in the 7th. Orlando Arcia 0 for 1. That is hit foul. 0 for 1, walked in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. That is foul down the right field line. There's the 1-2 on the way. Arcia strikes out for the 2nd time today. So Manny Pena will come in. Looks like he'll pinch hit. Pena, that's how you say his name. Manny Pena has been in the game since 2011. Started out with the Royals and then has been with the Brewers since 2016. That is hit the first. Rizzo will step on the bag. And that's out number 2. Well, Wisconsin broke their Duke's Mayo Bowl trophy. Their Mayo Bowl trophy got broken. So they fixed it with duct tape.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
Also, happy birthday to Carson Wentz, quarterback of the Eagles. We wish him a happy birthday.
I got a ball, one strike. Ball, two.
And he hits one in the air to deep center. Kane is going back, looks up, and he'll make the catch.
Now batting, the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So here's Schwarber, 2 for 2. Schwarber with the big home run back in the 6th inning. It cut the lead in half to 4-2.
That's ball, two.
Dave Phelps, good old David Phelps.
Two balls, one strike.
David Phelps started out with the Yankees, of course, as a reliever and starter. He was traded to the went to the Marlins in 2016. Split 2017 with the Marlins and Mariners, and then split didn't play in 2018, but spent 2019 with both Blue Jays and Cubs, and then split 2020 with the Brewers and the Phillies.
Counts 1-0. Ball, damn.
David Phelps, 34 years old, from St. Louis, Missouri. 2 outs in the 8th. Contreras facing a 3-0 count.
That's ball, four.
And he walks on 4 pitches.
Now batting, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
So here's Jason Hayward. Why do I keep saying Jacob? It's not Jacob. It's Hayward hits one to right field, and the Cubs are going to tie it here in the 8th. Jason Hayward with a 2-run homer, and this game is tied. In the 8th inning, a massive shocker here in Milwaukee. Who did not see that one coming. Who saw this one coming? And the boos are coming on, are pouring on here in Milwaukee. What an interesting home run play. Great home run for Hayward. Great for the Cubs, not so much for the Brewers fans. The Brewers fans didn't really appreciate that, apparently. Great for the Cubs, not so much for the Brewers fans. The Brewers fans didn't really appreciate that, apparently. Well, you know what they say, Cubs fans are the most annoying in baseball. You know what they say, Cubs fans are the most annoying in baseball.
The second baseman,
So Phelps can't get out of trouble, and so Corbin Burns will pitch the rest of the 8th inning.
Get out of trouble, and so Corbin Burns will pitch the rest of the 8th inning.
Here's Jason Kipnis. Kipnis 0 for 3. Brewers fans didn't like the home run. I know, let's talk sports. That's what I'm saying. Catch made by Braun. But Jason Hayward ties the game with a mammoth 2-run homer to right field. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We are tied at 4. Oh yeah, I never asked for final score predictions. I'd say Brewers will walk it off. Brewers will have a walk-off probably. If not, Cubs will try and come back. Hit the second. One away.
Now back. The right fielder.
Messaging Brody Fawson. MVP! MVP! Yelich 3 for 3. A single, a double, a home run, and now he needs a triple. Or he could possibly strike out. 0-2 on the way. And he strikes out. That is a big second out for the Chicago Cubs in this one. And now catching here will have a turn at bat. 1 hour and 13 minutes and now 2 seconds have gone by here in the stream. We appreciate everybody that could stop by, even whether you stayed for the whole thing or, which none of you did, but it's fine. Whether you stayed for the whole thing or you just came in to say hello, that's totally fine. We appreciate you guys coming in and watching the streams. We get a lot of positive feedbacks about these things. But here strikes out to end the 8th. We go to the 9th. Game is still tied at 4. Don't go away. Brewers and Cubs. More Brewers Cubs baseball coming up as we head to the 9th inning. What a game this has been indeed. Brewers scored 2 runs in the. If you're just tuning in, Brewers scored 2 runs in the second or in the first on a double and on an RBI single and sac fly. Then the Brewers had 2 more runs, one in the 3rd, one in the 5th. The one from the 5th inning was a home run by Christian Yelich, and then Kyle Schwarber and Jason Hayward both big 2 home runs for the Cubs. A 2-run homer from Kyle Schwarber, and then a 2-run homer from Jason Hayward. Full count 3-2. So what a game this has been indeed. Brewers looked like they could take the win, but nope. Cubs came back in the later innings and they tied it up. We're tied now. Leadoff walk. That's the Cubs fans getting excited if you haven't noticed. And Bryant hits one in the left center field. Kane is there to make the catch. So Anthony Rizzo comes in 0 for 4. And that is going to get past Sierra into right field. Bodie will move to third, and he is out. He is out trying to go to third. So here's Baez. He's got a chance to give the Cubs the lead with 2 outs. And if not, then the Brewers will try and do something in their half of the ninth. Hit to third. What a catch by Eric Sogard. What a stop. So last chance for the Brewers to put away the Cubs before going into extra innings. Game is still tied at 4, and Jeremy Jeffers will start things off facing Ryan Braun. Jeremy Jeffers, a former Brewer. He started out with the Brewers in 2010. Base hit to left field. It will drop in front of Schwarber. But yeah, he was with the Brewers in 2010. Came back to the Brewers in 2014 in a trade from the Blue Jays. Stayed with them, and then in 2006, all of 2015. And then 2016 he split with the Brewers and Rangers. Went back to the Rangers trade him back to the Brewers in 2017, and he was there until 2019. Now he's with the Cubs. Here's Justin Smoke. I think a lot of people don't really give Justin Smoke a lot of respect. Not a lot of people will do. I think Justin Smoke is a little underrated. He's shown before that he's a decent player. He had a bad 2020, but last few years he's been, besides 2020, he's been pretty solid. 2 balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first. Smoke down the line, foul.
Count is 3-2.
3-2. Another 3-2 coming. Runner at first, nobody out. And finally the at-bat comes to an end. First strikeout for Jeffers. First out here in the bottom of the ninth, and here comes the one and only Brock Holt. The pinch hit against Jeffers. Ball gets away from Contreras. Runner heads to second. Or Braun will head to second. Both teams have had 4 runs on 7 hits for both teams here in the contest. Base hit in the center. There comes Braun. Throw in from Happ. Brewers won it in the ninth. Ryan Braun scores from second, and Brock Holt delivers on the RBI single, and the Brewers win this game 5-4. What a game this was here in Milwaukee. And it looks like big Christian Yelich will win player of the game. He was 3 for 4 today with a single, a double, a home run, and then struck out in his last at bat. He was 1 hit away from a triple. But besides that, he's had a good game. Well, this was another edition of MLB The Show 20 simulation games, live streams. The Brewers walk it off 5-4 in the 9th inning. On the walk-off base hit by Brock Holt. This is Josh Wright signing off. Next time we will be in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Or we will be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This is Josh Wright signing off. Brewers win 5-4.